All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started by getting centered. Go ahead and sit comfortably, please. Relax your shoulders down your back and feel the crown of your head lift toward the ceiling. And take a deep breath in and out, settling in. And feel yourself step into your body as if you're being aware of it for the first time today. What sensations are present? Notice what kind of sensations you become aware of first. Maybe discomfort comes first, maybe comfort comes first, or neutrality. You don't have to figure out why that is, just noticing what the tendency might be. Noticing your breath move in your body, expanding and contracting. Maybe relaxing the effort of your breath, not forcing the inhale and not forcing the exhale. And noticing how you are feeling energetically tonight. And aware of how your mind is doing, the emotions and feelings and thoughts that are present, the movement or non-movement of your mind, the overall quality. No judgment, just awareness. And from this present place of awareness, we'll begin our class. And so when you're ready, go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring your palms together and bow the chin. And honor yourself as you are in this moment, body, breath, energy, and mind. And from this place within you, we'll begin. Go ahead and rub the palms together. Taking the heated palms over the eyes. Brushing over the head, down your neck. Slowly coming on back. Welcome back. And we're going to begin on hands and knees tonight. So go ahead and just move any props you're using off to the side and table pose. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips or slightly further back. Inhale, look forward, feel the tailbone lift behind you. Exhale, sink back into child's pose. Seat to the heels, forehead down. Then inhale, float back up, hands and knees. And exhale, sinking back again, child's pose. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, sinking back. Just continue on the flow of your breath, feeling the muscles that have to be engaged here to make the transition between these two postures. Letting the inhale lift you up, allowing the exhale to release you back. A couple more times. And then with your exhale, sink back into child's pose. Hips sinking toward the heels, arms extended in front of you. And with your fingertips on the ground, lift your palms away from the floor like you're clawing the floor. And then walk your fingertips forward away from your body about 1 or 2 inches. And then powerfully feel the hips sink toward the heels, feeling a stretch in the arms, the shoulders, the sides of the body, and maybe even down into the lower back. Reaching forward with the fingertips, hips sinking back behind you. Breathe. And then go ahead and relax the palms. And you're going to walk your hands off of the left side of your yoga mat. Walking the hands to the left and extending through the right arm and feeling your right hip bone sink down toward its heel. Relax the head. Breathe. Good. Go ahead and walk the hands back to center. And let's go off to the right, reaching through the left arm and hand, feeling the left hip sink toward its heel. Again, release the head and breathe. Good. And then walk the hands back to center. Inhale up to hands and knees. Good. For this next exercise, you're going to try to keep your thigh bone perpendicular to the floor. And so from here, I'm going to walk my hands forward and allow the heart to just bow toward the ground. Now, something to think about here is to keep the elbows off the ground. Just bowing the heart toward the ground. Going only as far as your shoulders want you to today. Just feeling the chest melt toward the ground. We'll stay for just a couple more breaths. Good. And then carefully walk your hands back. And then sink back into child's pose for just a moment to give the shoulders a break. But only for a moment. Inhale back up to hands and knees. And then go ahead and curl the toes under and lift the hips into the air, downward facing dog, and we'll walk it out a bit. Bending one knee, extending the opposite heel, feeling length in one leg and then the other. And of course, we're breathing here. Feeling the extension in the legs, feeling the extension in the spine, hips reaching toward the sky behind you. One more breath. And then inhale again, floating down onto hands and knees. Release the feet. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale back up to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. It's okay if the knees are bending slightly here, keeping the body in down dog. With your inhale, look forward toward your thumbs. With your exhale, tuck the chin and look toward your navel. Inhale, looking forward toward the thumbs. Exhale, tuck the chin. And do that a few more times, stretching and strengthening the neck here. Good. One more time, look forward, tuck the chin, head to neutral, and then carefully walk your hands back to meet your feet, standing forward fold. Soft knees, slightly bending here. Drape the upper body down over the legs. And notice where you're resting the weight of your body and your feet. If it's more toward the heels, just lean forward gently. Again, it's okay if the knees are bending. Make sure that they are not locked. There's a little bit of give to them. Good. Now from here, please press your palms to your shins. Extend the head forward. Come up halfway, chest parallel to the ground. With your exhale, fold back down. We're going to do this a few more times. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Let's add a little bit of breath work to this. Inhale, halfway up. Hold your breath in at the top of the inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold down. Hold your breath out for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway up. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1, exhale, fold. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. One more time, inhale. Holding the breath, holding the pose. 2, 1, exhale, fold. Holding the breath out. 3, 2, 1. With your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the side. Strong back, come all the way up to standing or reaching overhead. And exhale, release the arms on down. Good. Feeling sensation. So continuing our warm up, we're going to move into arm swings next. I'll give you 2 options tonight. The first one, and the one that sometimes is more rigorous for folks, is you will inhale, arms up, inhale back, inhale up, and then with the exhale, bend the knees, drop the body down to inhale, come up for the next round. Okay, and we'll just keep going with that. If that doesn't work for you, because that can work the lower back a little bit, what you can do instead is arms up, arms back, arms up, and then jab the elbows back. So inhale, 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 and exhale. Pick your practice. It's okay if you want to switch part way through. It's completely up to you. The breath, just bringing that back in again, is a 3-part inhale in through the nose, and then 1 powerful exhale out of the mouth. All right. Go at your own pace. We're going to go for about 2 minutes. When you're ready, bring the feet about hip width apart. Pick which version you're going to do, knowing that you can always change your mind. When you're ready, inhale, arms up, inhale back, inhale up, exhale, inhale, 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 exhale. Powerful exhale, clearing out your respiratory system, the lungs and the throat. And try to feel the full movement of the shoulders up and back. Swing it out. Building energy in the body. About halfway done. 1 more minute. Thirty more seconds. 3, 2, last one. And standing. Let the breath adjust, feel sensation. Your breath rate, your heart rate feeling in the body. Good. With your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead. Hold the breath in for 3, 2, 1, release. Again, lifting overhead, inhale. 3, 2, 1, exhale. 1 more time, inhale. 3, 2, 1, release. Good. All right, so taking the feet about mat width apart or about as wide as your shoulders. We're going to swing from side to side. And as you swing from side to side, starting with the base, let the heel lift. That's your back heel lifting, allowing your hips to twist with you. The arms are gently hitting the body, and the head is turning to look behind you as you twist. Good. Now we're doing this for a full 2 minutes as well. So do find a rhythm that you can maintain here and try to maintain a steady breath as well. If you notice it becoming shallow, please deepen it. Side to side. Side to side, check in with your breath again. Unwinding tension in the spine, shoulders. And the drumming on the body gives a kind of a soothing effect to the nervous system. So this can be quite grounding as well. About 45 more seconds. Check in with your breath. Just a little bit longer, about 20 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Unwind to center. Close the eyes this time. Feel tingling in the arms and hands, the residual effect of the drumming on the sides of your body, and anything else you might notice from this exercise, from this series. Okay, and then take a deeper breath, bringing yourself on back. Now let's play around a little bit with chair pose. So I'm gonna ask you to bring your feet about hip width apart. Nice stable stance here. Good, and bring your palms together at your chest. It's a little bit of a flow. Some of you know this one. With your next inhale, go ahead and sweep your arms down, back, and up. With your exhale, bend both knees, drop your body down, sweep your arms behind you, chair prep. Keep the knees bent as you lift the arms forward and up into chair pose. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the knees, reach up. Hinge at the hips, swan dive, fold forward, exhale. Press palms to shins, come halfway up. And exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the sides, inhale, come all the way back up. And bring the palms together at the heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweeping down, back, and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep, chair pose. Lift on inhale. And exhale, swan dive, fold forward and down. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, inhale. And palms together. Again, inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, chair prep, chair pose. Lift and fold. Halfway rise. And exhale down. Sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. And palms together at the chest. In a moment, we're going to keep it going, but I'm going to add something to it. So earlier, when we came halfway up, palms to shins, halfway up. We held the breath in, we held the breath out for about 3 counts. We're going to add that 3 count pause to this chair flow. Now, a couple of caveats. If holding your breath makes you feel anxious or kind of panicky, 2 options. Lessen how much you are holding. So if I say 3 counts, maybe try 1 or 2, or don't hold the breath at all. All right. You may even hold the pose, but still keep breathing. All right. You got to take care of yourself here. All right. I'll lead you through it. Don't worry. With your next inhale, sweep your arms down, back and up. Hold the breath in. Hold the pose. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chair prep. Drop down, sweep the arms behind you. Hold the breath out here. 3, 2, 1. Keep the knees bent. Lift into chair pose. Inhale. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Exhale. Holding the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold forward. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Halfway up, inhale. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Fold forward. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Sweep the arms out to the sides. Come all the way up. Holding the breath in. 3, 2, 1. And exhale, palms to heart. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, and 1. Breathe normally. So you may have noticed a few things during that fourth round there. Holding the breath is hard when we are doing it with movement, which is totally normal. You're right where you need to be. Second is you start to notice your impatience. And not to shame you for that, but because you know where you're going next, it's easy to forget that we're adding these pauses in. But what this does, it helps to train the mind to come out or take breaks from any cyclical cycles you find yourself in, especially ones that can be stressful. So we're going to do it one more time. I want you to be aware if there's any impatience or any urgency, and just see if you can relax that urgency a bit, okay? And again, if holding the breath isn't your bag tonight, don't do it, or lessen how much you're doing it. All right, palms to heart. Just take a couple of breaths here, just kind of feel regulated as much as you can. And then from that place, we will begin. So with your inhale, sweep your arms down, back and up. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chair prep. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Chair pose, inhale. Holding in. 3, 2, 1. Staying in the pose, exhale. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Straighten up, inhale, reach up. Holding the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Halfway up. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Fold forward. Exhale. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Sweep the arms out to the sides. Come all the way up to standing, reaching overhead. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. And palms together at the heart. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, and 1. Take an adjusting breath. And what you may have noticed doing that a second time, of course, being aware of the things I asked you to be aware of, but your mind starts to quiet down. When we hold the breath intentionally, it's called kumbhaka. When we hold the breath intentionally, it creates the conditions for our minds to become quite still or quite quiet. So you might already be tapping into some of that awareness. And if not, trust me, we will be doing more. So let's move into a sun salutation now. So go ahead and step to the top of your mat. Bring the feet underneath the hips again. And we're going to use that chair flow as our introduction here. So bring the palms together. And with your inhale, sweep your arms down up. With your exhale, chair prep, chair pose. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward and down. palms to shins, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Good. From here, step your right foot way back. Take the back foot flat to the floor, toes pointing forward about 45 degrees, prepping for warrior one. There's an inner rotation to the right hip. Bend the left knee deeply. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, peel the chest away from the thigh, coming into warrior one. Stay for the exhale. Then inhale, straighten the left knee. Think about hinging at the hips. Exhale, guide with the heart as you fold down. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, carefully step back to downward facing dog. From here, we're going to come into plank pose or knees down. And with your exhale, plank yourself all the way down to the floor, grounding your hips. With the hips grounded, lift the head, chest, and legs, coming into locust pose. And exhale, release down. Curl the toes under, push up to hands and knees, and back to downward facing dog. Good. In down dog, lift the right leg high. And exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. Take the left foot, the back foot flat to the floor. Again, toes pointing forward about 45 degrees. Nice strong bend to the right knee. Sweep the arms forward, peel the chest away from the thigh coming up. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the right knee. And exhale, fold down over it. Deep breath in. And exhale, step the left foot forward, standing forward fold again. Pressing palms to shins, come halfway up. And exhale, fold down. Sweeping the arms out to the side with a strong back, lift all the way up to standing. And palms together at the heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms down, back and up. Exhale, chair prep, bend the knees, sweep. Chair pose. Lift. And fold. Palms to shins. And exhale down, step the left foot back. Again, back foot flat on the floor, bend the right knee. Inhale, warrior one, come on up. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Exhale, fold over the leg. And deep breath in. And exhale, step back to downward facing dog carefully. Once you're there, come into straight line push-up, plank, or knees down if you'd like to. Bend the elbows, bring the chest all the way down, bring the hips down, ground the hips. Lift the head, chest, and legs, locust pose. Exhale, release, curl the toes under, push up and back, downward facing dog. In down dog, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Back foot flat again, bend the left knee. Inhale, warrior one. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the knee. And exhale, fold over the leg. Deep breath in. And step the right foot forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Sweeping the arms out to the sides. Inhale, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Keeping this moving. Inhale, sweep up. Chair prep. Chair pose. Lift. And fold. Halfway up. And down, right foot steps. Prepping for warrior one, back foot flat. Come on up with your inhale. Stay for your exhale. Straighten the knee. Exhale, fold. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plank or knees down to the ground. Grounding the pelvis, lift the head, chest, and legs, locust. Exhale, release, curl the toes under, push up and back. All right, once you're in down dog, lift the right leg up and step it through, help it forward. Back foot flat, warrior one, come on up. Good, inhale, straighten the knee. And exhale, fold over it. Deep breath in. And exhale, step forward. Palms to shins. And fold. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. And palms together at the heart. Good, take an adjusting breath. In a moment, we're going to continue. And as we continue, we're going to add the holds after each part of the breath, okay? If it ever starts to feel like too much, you can pause, take a break, or just breathe normally if you'd like to. But try to be aware of the same things I mentioned before, certain levels of impatience, certain quietings of the mind, and anything else that might come up for you. All right, taking it slow, palms to heart. Take a couple of breaths that are normal just to get grounded. Good. All right, we'll begin. Inhale, reach the arms down, back and up. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, chair prep. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Chair pose. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Stay. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Holding the breath in at the top. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold forward. Holding the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Palms to shins, halfway up. Holding the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold forward. Now, as you hold the breath out, step the left foot back, ground the foot. By that time, it's time to inhale. Inhale, reach the arms forward, coming up into warrior one. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Stay for the exhale. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten the front knee, reaching up. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Hinge forward over the leg. Exhale. Holding the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in here. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Step the right foot back. Hold the breath out. Downward facing dog. 3, 2, 1. Inhale into plank pose or knees down. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale to the ground. Holding the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Grounding the pelvis. Inhale, locust pose. Holding the pose, holding the breath. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under. Stay here. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, push up. Stay in the push up for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, left leg lifts. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Take the back foot flat to the floor. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, warrior one, reaching up. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Stay for the exhale. Holding out. 3, 2, 1. Straighten the knee, reaching up. Stay. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. Holding out. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in here. Holding the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Hold the breath out. 3, 2, 1. Halfway up, inhale. Hold the breath in. Exhale, fold. Hold the breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, reaching overhead, hold in. And exhale, palms to heart. Hold the breath out. And then breathe normally. And stay inward for a moment. Feel yourself catch your breath if you've lost it. Notice sensation, of course, in your body, but also be aware of what's going on or not going on in your mind. Be careful of what your mind is saying about that last exercise. It might just be a story. And then bringing yourself on back. I'm half tempted to do that one more time, but I think that'll be good for tonight. You can watch the replay if you want to do it one more time. Instead, I think we'll work with a little bit of twisting. So when you're ready, please take a wide stance on your yoga mat, making sure both feet are on the mat, toes pointing directly forward, or even pigeon toeing slightly. Just access to the backs of the legs and the lower back there. All right. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. And with your exhale, hinge at your hips and swan dive, fold forward and down. Knees are soft here. Feeling the upper body just draping down for a moment. Good, and we'll do a little bit of work here, okay? So you might need to bend your knees a bit more so that your hands or fingertips touch the floor. And if you have yoga blocks and you need them here, meaning your hands can't touch the floor, you can bring yoga blocks under your hands. So from this forward fold, go ahead and walk your hands towards your right foot. Again, your hands can be unblocked, so you can just move them with you, but reach through the left arm. So really reaching across here. You can bend the right knee a bit here if you'd like to. Good, then walk your hands back to center. Let's just go to the left now, reaching through that right hand. It's okay to bend the left knee. Breathe. Walking your hands back to center. Let's go back to that first side to the right foot. Reaching through the left hand. Again, it's okay to have blocks under the hands if you have them. This time, as we hold the pose, again, the right knee can be bending. Bring your right hand onto your right hip. And then straighten the left arm, roll the right shoulder back, and look up, coming into a twist. Good. Unwinding, drop the right shoulder, fold down. Walk your hands back to center. Let's do the other side, walking to the left foot, reaching through that right hand. Again, hands can be on blocks, knee can be bending. Bring your left hand onto your left hip. Roll the left shoulder back, straighten the right arm, and look up. Breathe. Good. Inhale, unwind, dropping down, walking back to center. We're going to do a little bit more here. Walking to the right foot, reaching with the left hand. Good. Bring the right hand up onto the right hip. Straighten the left arm. Roll the right shoulder back. And think about drawing the left chest closer to your right thigh. And it's a lot of anatomy and rights and lefts. Left chest closer to your right thigh, closing the twist a little bit more and rolling the right shoulder back a little bit more. Now, if it's too much to look up, that's okay. You can just look forward. Just try to keep the head in line with the spine. So don't just drop the head. Keep it engaged. Breathe. Good. With an inhale, carefully unwind, coming back into the fold. Stay in center for a breath or two. All right, that's about a breath or two. Go ahead and walk the hands over to the left. Reaching through the right arm. It's okay to bend the left knee. Left hand onto your left hip. Straighten the right arm. Roll the left shoulder back. Twist. Looking up if you can. Now, again, we're going to try to close the gap between the chest and the leg. So try to bring the right chest closer to the left Thigh. Rolling the left shoulder back a bit more. And again, if it's too much to look up, look forward. Breathe. Good. Inhale, unwind. Dropping down, fold. Now, from this forward fold, we're going to transition into downward facing dog. So, whichever direction you need to move to be that the way you want to be facing, go ahead and turn the body toward that foot. Step that foot back, downward facing dog. If none of that made sense, just come into down dog. Good. Then inhale, float down onto hands and knees. And exhale, child's pose. Taking an adjusting breath here. And then in a moment, we're going to play around with a rabbit pose or a version of it. And after getting into the flow of it, rocking in and out, and I'll guide you through that in a moment, we're going to add the holds of the breath again. And then just like before, that's completely optional. So in child's pose, go ahead and bring your forehead to the floor, your arms, your forearms, I should say, relaxing on the ground. And just try to keep the head and arms right where they're at. You don't need to lift the head off the ground at all. Instead, you're going to be thinking about lifting and lowering the hips. So if you lift the hips here, you rock from the hairline all the way to the top of the head and no further. And then exhale, releasing the hips down, rocking back to the top of the forehead or your hairline. Then inhale, rock forward. And exhale, rock back. Just massaging the top of the head into the floor. Inhale, rocking forward. And exhale, rocking back. Now, if you need more cushion under your head here, just double your mat back up and just have a second layer of mat underneath you. Either way, rock forward and rock back. Rocking forward, inhale, and rocking back. Now we're going to add the holds. And I'm not going to guide you through this one because we're moving at different paces. But at the top of your inhale, you're going to hold the pose and breath for 3 counts. And at the bottom of your exhale, child's pose, you'll hold the breath out for 3 counts, or however long you want to hold tonight. Okay, so just keep going with that. And just a couple more times. One more time. In and out. And then staying in child's pose, breathing normally, and just noticing the quietness of your consciousness. And that's not to suggest that your mind is completely quiet, but just notice the quiet spaces in your mind and let yourself be identified with those quiet spaces. And from here, please carefully slither down onto your abdomen. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows bending and squeezing in toward your sides. And have your legs fairly close together, grounding the pelvis. With your next inhale, lift your head, chest, and legs, locust pose. Exhale, gently float back down. Inhale, lift into locust pose. Exhale, release down. Inhale, locust. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Hold the breath in and hold the pose. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, locust pose. Holding the breath for 3, 2, and 1. Take an adjusting breath. Curling the toes under. Carefully find your way to downward facing dog. Just one last time. And bend your knees more than you normally do. Lift the hips into the air a bit more. Feel the extension in your spine. Then floating down onto hands and knees. Child's pose. And with your next inhale, please roll yourself up to a seat. So just a couple more exercises before we come to rest, just to help counterpose a lot of the work that we've done, and we'll do that on our backs. So go ahead and take your time as you roll over. Hug your knees into your chest when you get onto your back. And just hold the legs still for a moment. I know sometimes our tendency is to want to rock from side to side, but with the holding of the breath, we've really been calling in this idea of stillness to our practice. So just see if you can be still for a moment. And then keeping the knees drawn in toward your chest, go ahead and take your arms out to the side, making a T shape with your body. You could also do cactus arms here. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, go ahead and drop your knees to your right side. Relax them there. Your right hand can rest on top of your left thigh or knee if you'd like to. Now in the back, let your left shoulder and left arm anchor down to the ground. You can even turn your chin to the left. And breathe. Taking a deeper, fuller breath, go ahead and bring the knees back to center. And take a moment in symmetry. And when you feel ready to do the other side, go ahead and let the knees drop to the left. Relax them down. Your left hand can rest on top of your right thigh or knee, grounding your right shoulder and right arm, turning your chin to the right. Breathing here. And taking a deeper breath. When you're ready, go ahead and bring your knees back to center again and hug them in. And again, just hold the knees still. Feel your breath steadily moving in and out. Good. And when you're ready, go ahead and extend your legs down to the floor, making yourself ready to rest here for just a few minutes. Letting your heels be mat width apart, your toes and feet flopping out to the sides. Your arms down by your sides, palms face up. Relax your jaw and eyes and forehead. And get out any extraneous movement that you need to be 10 to 15% more comfortable here. Give yourself permission to make yourself comfortable. And once you've done that, I'd like you to come into absolute stillness. Now, the breath is still moving here, but all other extraneous movement stops. And not because you're holding yourself still, but because there is simply no need to move. And during this practice, you might feel an itch or a need to shift. And I'm going to ask you to acknowledge that, but stay still. What you may find is that that urgency to tend to some minor discomfort actually fades quite quickly. Absolute stillness and a calm, steady breath. peace, peace, peace. Please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath and bringing some intentional movement back to your body, the hands and feet, the arms and legs, stretching a bit if you need to, and taking your time as you roll over onto your right side, and taking your time as you come to a seat from here. Now, once you've made it to a seat, go and bring your palms together and bow your chin. And just honor that inner quiet, that inner stillness that you may have tapped into a bit tonight. Knowing that even when there's a bunch of noise and chaos and movement around you, that somewhere inside you there is a point of stillness that you can connect to and identify with. To feel grounded, to feel stable, to be your calm, steady center. And may your work here tonight and this practice keep you connected to that inner stillness. So until next time, namaste.